So what is up, guys? You got your boy Stingren here today, and today we are back with some more Aether Gazer content here today. And today we're going to be doing our review slash showcase of the S version of Hell. I do have another showcase planned for you later with Hell, but that one's going to be a little bit more different because I have some stuff to explain. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into it. So first things first, let's go over to our Hell. Our Hell is right here. And this is what mine looks like. So as you can see, mine does have the ability to be transcended. I did get her to SS. I did. Not by choice. Not by choice. Basically, what happened is a friend of mine bet me. He would bet me 70 pulls. So that means I would have to go 70. If he got double S Hell in the first multi. So any other multi after that would not have counted. But he did just that. Simply put, he got it on the first and I think the 9th slot of the summoning animation, and it was insane. But that's the price you play, man. I was like, you know what, fine, we'll do it. I'll go ahead and pull it. Thankfully, I was able to not get off banner spooked, and I was able to get another Hell. So I mean, at least I got the SS out of it. But at the same time, my hero resources are a little bit lower. But I did just top up today, so we are absolutely fine. We're chilling. We're chilling. Anyway. So, as you can see, skills all of 35. Our execute, we do have our signature functor. It will be +3 when we get her up to SS. That'll be a part of the next video. And for the sigil set, we obviously went with the new set, the new dark shadow set. This is definitely a lot better than the other one. So anyway, this is what it does. And then we have Philosopher's Fantasies as our sub slot, just to give her more skill damage, which is going to be important for the third cannon. Now, what build am I running with her? Now, I'm running the full cannon build, because the full cannon build is obviously her best build. Obviously, it's her DPS build. This is her DPS build. Now, let's talk about other builds you could go with codes, though. You can actually go red codes, because red codes is really good for her, because this does make her a lot more better as an AoE DPS mob checker. That's why a lot of people do tend to run Hell in their teams, even in CN, because she's a really good AoE mob check. If you're doing fish with the DPS, then I think cannon build is probably the best. But at that point, you're probably going to want to bring someone else once, of course, Hades drops or something. But when you're using just a unit just to really get those mobs out of the way, then Hell is by far one of the best ones. I'll be using obviously the bossing build just so you guys can kind of see just how strong it is. Of course at S rank only. Then I'll come back with the SS one, and then you'll be from there. Now, in terms of our AI chip, you can, I think the best one you can give her is just the Dark Star one, because if you do want her AI, then that means you could just simply just go cannon. Most of the Divine Grace is at 60. And remember, her Divine Grace charges up really fast due to one of the codes, you know what I'm saying? So for example, restore streak Divine Grace every second, which it builds up very fast. Built up very fast. Also, if you do combine it with another Yggdrasil user, you get another 100% boost to filling, which means the resources getting from there to at least a sizable number. I think anywhere between like maybe 90 to 110 of your Divine Grace is where you want to pop in cannon mode and just kind of start wailing in the damage, especially if you're hitting a big boss that has a lot of HP. You want to get the damage in as quickly as possible. So, first things first, let's talk about partners. The first partner I always recommend is going to be, you can actually run her with Title Song Poseidon. I think one of the best things about her is because she does give a attack boost and a heal. You do want to heal her with Hell. You do. I think it's one of those things where if you can get her for a heal, that's definitely going to help her out, because if she's able to heal, that means she's able to consistently just stay around in the game. The attack up is always nice, because since Hell only buffs shadow damage, that's, you know, just an extra attack up to stack on top of your shadow damage. So I don't see why not. Another unit you could try to run with her is Hoarder. Hoarder is also a really good unit because it matches gen zones. They're both Yggdrasil users, so that's actually very good. I did just level mine up. As you see, her proficiency is very low, but Hoarder is a very good unit for her in terms of just shadow damage. If you're running just Hell without the new Zekimbo, you can just run these two together and then run your third flex to be whatever it want to be. Another good option is going to be Sakura Onitsushi. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name correctly, but this is another really good one because it does help Hoarder a little bit better because you can buff rage, but she also does have a heal. She does have attack ups as well. So that is someone you can also run as well. And of course, the very, very obvious one, which is going to be the A-Rank Ziggybo. Like, I mean, you can obviously can run her as well because the A-Rank Ziggybo will give you the ult chain. But ideally, if you're running her, you're probably going to want to run somebody who has like maybe light. That way you can get full utilization. Also, Zikimbo is actually a very, very good partner for this because Zikimbo has the ability to lock enemies in place, and that's very good. I know another unit that can do this, for example, is Ashura, but Zikimbo has a really good ability to lock enemies in place, and you can kind of just have her lock enemies out there while you just spam your cannon shots fairly easily. So that's a pretty good thing. That's really good for bosses that really love to zoom all over the place, like Cutrafang. Cutrafang's another prime example of one of those bosses that love to move all over the place. But if you can really just lock them in and then just allow some stuff to happen, and you can kind of just get the done deal from there. Anyway, so do I regret putting for Hell? No, not at all. 100% no. Hell's very good. Hell's very good. Even as bossing build, I've basically all the content that I haven't been able to beat, which is like the past grudges, certain hazard zones I haven't been able to beat yet. I beat them all with Hell. I beat them all with Hell. Not using Hoarder. I was actually using Scotty as my secondary DPS. They are both Yggdrasil, so it helped at least. But yeah, it's been very good. Hell is very strong for where we are currently in global. So I do think that she is definitely worth the pull if you are, if you have a little bit more resources, if we want to kind of dip into your funds a little bit here and there. But yeah. So anyway, let's talk about the build. So as I talked about before, the best build you can ever run for Hell is the cannon build. That's just basically the big DPS build. So let's go over to the codes, explain everything. As we just saw, she does 20% less damage. Now, this is good. This means whenever Hell gets hit, she doesn't take HP damage unless she's transforming. If she gets hit while transforming, then she still takes the damage as normal. But instead of the damage being taken, she loses Divine Grace. So this takes away 20% of that loss from Divine Grace, which means you can still shoot a little bit more, which is good. It restores to Divine Grace per second, which is very good because getting from 0 to at least 90 Divine Grace can take a little bit of time, but it's just easy to do by just spamming her skills. Just kind of get those skills in there and get as many hits as you can get, and just you can't really do anything about the normal attack because it obviously this passive takes away your gains from normal attack. So the only thing you can really just do is just kind of chill. The other really good thing about the cannon build is if you break an enemy and you trigger the modified mode, you actually refill your Divine Grace. So that's actually really good. I think it's if you run both Yggdrasil users, you can do that, and then of course you can increase your limit by by 20, making it 120, which basically means you get more for your buck. You get more shots. Another really cool thing about Hell is technically her S3 can be infinite. It means you just kind of have to slow down on the shots and just kind of let Divine Grace build over time, but I don't think that's really worth it, to be honest. I think that's kind of just more so just something for the fun. But yeah, that's a really fun thing I like to try out there. Anyway, so as you can see, everything's all built up, maxed out, and yeah, that's just generally my thoughts of Hell. Now I'm gonna kind of take it over to the showcases, and you guys can kind of see some gameplay of Hell, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Judgment. Enemy, dodge that. Default. Got you. Got you. Touch me. Time's end. Mission finished. Anything else? Begins. Here. Don't touch me. It's so warm. Ashes to ashes. Adjudication. Judgment. Let's fight the rest. Befall. Yeah, Leviathan is mad. Execute mission. Adjudication. Go to the underworld. Literate. Utterly annihilate. Befall. Ashes to ashes.
Show no mercy to the enemies of my lord!
Eliminate.
Sharpen my...
Judgment. Befall.
Slay all enemies of my lord!
Utterly annihilate.
Death to those stepping in Lord Shu's way! Sharpen my blade with your blood! I have nothing to fear so long as I fight for my lord! Slay all enemies of my lord!
Don't touch me. I'm fine. Befall. Time to end.
Looks like we won't be seeing eye to eye. Give up while you still can. Let me spare your life. How many strikes from my katana can you take?
Here. Yeah. Judgment. Befall.
seeing eye to eye.
Mission finished. Anything else?